What's up, guys? Welcome back. Another video of a man with no production quality sitting in his room talking about flesh and blood. I've lowered the lights, trying to reduce the glare a little bit in these videos. I hope to in the future have a better setup, more of a studio, but for now, we work with what we have. So today I had an interesting thought. It's something I wanted to kind of discuss, something I've been thinking about recently, and that's Patreon as a whole when it comes to first edition and Flesh and Blood and probably TCGs as a whole. Because just in the last couple of days, I've been able to get some first edition Monarch boxes through Patreon when everywhere else I look to find the boxes has been a massive issue, right? So the full disclosure, the two people that I support on Patreon are Rudy from Alpha Investments and Jason from Deck Edge, right? I pay them both $15 a month access. And I haven't made too many purchases with either of them before. I've gotten one bundle with Rudy before, but primarily I signed up with Rudy to get his Monarch First Edition kit because it has been hyped up for a while. Anybody who is able to jump on the Alpha, welcome to Wraith stuff, like a year and a half ago, however long it was, if they saved their boxes, massive returns. But more what I want to say in this video is, do we think that Patreon is going to be like the primary way of ordering first edition boxes in the future when we see so many local gaming stores, holding some stock for their local customers and then putting the rest online for, very high prices? Because right now, if you look at the market for Monarch First Edition boxes, you're looking at 450, I think is the lowest on like Channel Fireball. And then when you go on to TCG Player and eBay, which is like individual sellers and stores, you get more into like 500, 600. I think there have been some sales for $700 each. So it's crazy that like these Monarch pre-release prices, sets not even out yet, are getting this high. So when it comes to Patreon, I could see more and more stores, more and more like single distributors, because there's already a large market of people who are just individual sellers through online marketplaces, and Legend Story Studios goes a long way to support those people by letting them get allocations. If you're an online e-commerce kind of situation, you don't get armory kits, you can't really hold events like that, but you're able to hook up with distributors and get boxes, for distributor prices. So I just wonder if going into the future, looking forward to Kingdoms, because I believe Kingdoms is going to be a massive push. Like if we think it's hard to find Monarch First Edition boxes, and that is already becoming an issue, then I think once the game gets a ton of exposure through Monarch, when our player base explodes, that Kingdom is going to be just as difficult, if not much more difficult, to lock down first edition boxes. And honestly, the unlimited is always there for the players. That is such a core part of LSS, their motto is that unlimited should be there. It's for players. I believe Monarch Unlimited is going to be, from what I hear, stores are saying that their distributors are saying order as much as you want of Unlimited, because Unlimited is just going to be everywhere. It's going to be abundant. But when it comes to first edition and people looking for those cold foils, the collectors, people looking to hold sealed product, I think your biggest ways into getting those right now are through subscription services like Team Covenant. I imagine everybody on Team Covenant is looking to up their numbers going forward with Kingdoms. And then you also have Patreon, because Patreon is that service where you can pay somebody monthly for the promise or the like social contract between the two, that when it comes to selling, that your patrons are going to get these special deals, discounted prices. And I'm just curious to see if more stores do that. Now, on top of that, there's been a lot of controversy today. I call it controversy. I think it's just a quick knee-jerk sticker shock reaction to Rudy's announcement that his kit is going to be 2 boxes of first edition Monarch. And he's valuing the exclusive promos that are going to be in his kit at $275, I believe. And then he's going to take 33% off. He's going to value the boxes at the like lowest point to buy on TCG Player and eBay. Ultimately, it has a lot of people kind of shocked. A lot of people were emotionally just real quick upset that the price for this kit is shaping up to be, I estimate to be $800 to $1,300, honestly. Another big part of it is that Rudy is going to estimate the price 2 weeks from now, or, about 10 to 12 days from now, before the sale goes live. He's going to look to see what the market prices are at the time. So a lot of people are just kind of a little freaked out by that. They didn't expect it to be such an exorbitant price, but that is kind of the situation that you put yourself into. And another thing I wanted to kind of ask you guys, or something just to consider, is when you're signing up for Patreon, what is it worth to you? Is it worth paying $10, $15, $20 a month to a business for the opportunity to get things at a reduced price? And would you sign up for someone? Because for a lot of these people, spots are very exclusive. A lot of the times you can't just roll up and get a spot. You have to wait until there's an opening, because there's this air of exclusivity. So everybody is just, if you have a spot, you want to hold on to it. But are you willing to buy a spot for $15 and pay that for 2, 3, 4 months, waiting for a deal that you think is worth it? I think a lot of people are when it comes to Flesh and Blood, just because the returns on these first edition products have been so crazy. It's like such a guaranteed thing that these are going to be worth money. They're valuable. People want them. You can buy into Flesh and Blood and then trade it for whatever other collectible you want, or sell it for super high prices. So that's something I wanted to ask you guys today. Like, what are your thoughts on Patreon? Do you think more stores are going to kind of like start their own Patreon in order to make more money while they're building this customer base? Because it's also a customer base that is going to kind of like stick by you. And it's also guaranteed revenue. So I think it's really smart on the storefront side to make a Patreon where you're getting income. These people are going to buy your product. It's what they're hungry for. And then I think it's smart on the consumer side, because you have an in with somebody who's going to sell you something at a good price. And the biggest thing is getting in early enough, right? Because the people that ordered first edition Monarch back in December and early January through Team Covenant, they got their boxes at like $95, and we're seeing boxes, like I said earlier, going for $500, $600, $700. So if people were able to put in 20 boxes at $95 each, they're making a killing. That's a fantastic deal. And then you even get into the point now where some $200 or $250 right now is considered an amazing price. So I think we'll have to look and see what happens with Rudy's kit. Of course, everybody, if you look at the comments, if you're a patron and you look at the comments on that post, so many people are freaking out saying, oh my God, what are you doing? I think Rudy is just kind of gauging the reaction. He's trying to see how many people are freaking out. Kind of had some trolly responses. I thought it was hilarious. I understand that people are upset if you feel like you're getting priced out of this item, but it comes out in 2 weeks. It is an item that is so desired that people will pay. I think a lot of people wish that kit could have been 1 box, so more people maybe could have signed up for it. But hey, it's a collector's item. This is a premium kind of thing. The Unlimited is going to be there as a player. If you are upset that you weren't able to lock down any first edition, the unlimited's going to be there, and you can always trade up. You know, it sounds difficult, it sounds frustrating, but if you open up the rainbow foil fabled in the unlimited set, that can easily trade for one or two of the lower tier cold foils, and that can be something that is worth, you know, sussing out if that is a deal that is acceptable to you. So kind of wanted to do a shorter video. I don't want to go 20-30 minutes. I know no one watches 20-30 minute videos, but if you guys are watching this far, I appreciate it. I enjoy making videos, talking to you guys about this stuff. Stuff just kind of pops into my head. There are questions I want to ask. You know, what do you guys think about Patreon? Is it the way going forward for first edition? Is it a scam? Are you a patron of Rudy's? Do you think this new kit is acceptable? What are some Patreons that you are signed up to that you think are worth the value? And, you know, let me know what your thoughts on first edition are. I will catch you guys next time. I appreciate you watching. Be safe, y'all.